This year, the Cultural Council Greater Jacksonville is proud to present a special recognition award to the Community Foundation in Jacksonville in celebration of 20 years of grant making through the Art Ventures Fund.
In 1989, Andy Bell, the president of the Community Foundation, learned of an opportunity through the National Endowment for the Arts to establish an endowment for arts venture or an arts fund, and we felt that it was an opportunity that we should take advantage of because we knew the Cultural Council was funding the larger and mid-sized nonprofit organizations, but the smaller emerging organizations and individual artists really had no opportunity for grants. So they gave us grant money for 4 years, and we had to match it 2 for 1. We felt an important work to establish this endowment.
Through the years, 53 grants have been made to small and emerging arts organizations for startup funds, technical support, and capital purchases. 106 grants have been made to individual artists for equipment, for the ability to study with experts in the field, and for time to create and pursue their work.
I think the most exciting part is that over 20 years, we have touched the lives of so many artists in our community who have contributed so greatly to our community, and so many small arts organizations who without these funds wouldn't have had an opportunity to perhaps get started and to grow the way they've grown.
The Community Foundation grant has helped me out in several different ways. I only received it once, but I've been a beneficiary, I guess you could say, in a couple different ways. When I first got started writing poetry, I was performing a lot in 5 Points at a couple different venues that were down there, and this young filmmaker came up to me and said, "Hey, we're going to make a movie of one of your poems if you want to do that." His name is Dan Solomon, and Dan called me like maybe 2 days before we were getting ready to do this shoot, and I still just did not believe him. And I get there, and Dan has like a truck with all these cameras and all these crew people, and I was like, "How did you do this?" And he said, "Well, I got this grant." And that's the first time I heard about the Community Foundation. I actually got the grant, I guess about 3 years ago I applied for it, and I got the grant to work on a play called Julius X. What that grant allowed me to do was it allowed me to take time away from everything else and just concentrate on making that piece. About 2 months ago, I went to New York and had my play read for a very enthusiastic crowd. The reading was so successful that me and the Classical Theater of Harlem now are in talks to put the play up off Broadway. None of this would have been possible if I had not gotten that grant.
To date, more than $1 million has been granted through Art Ventures. Through the gifts of corporations, individuals, and foundations, the fund continues to grow.
This is an opportunity for the 20th anniversary for us to begin to think how we can, again, enhance this endowment and expose it to more people. So I see it as a tremendous challenge.
For planting the seed and growing a resource for the benefit of artists and organizations for years to come, the 2009 Special Recognition Award goes to the Community Foundation in Jacksonville.